I just pumped out about 6 videos onto TikTok because they were clips from a longer video I did, because I know people don't have attention spans, and there were some parts that I felt would help people. And for me, I pumped them out rather quickly because I don't intend to make any more videos for the foreseeable future, which I've previously said, 2025, there's gonna be no content for a while because I'm gonna focus on my book. I've got other things to work on, and I think it's important I just allow, what I've already done to catch up with people pretty much, and I feel strongly on that. So this is actually my final video for a while. So something happened, my daughter just said, and just it triggered something in me that I thought needs a deeper conversation, but I'm gonna keep it as short as I can. She's talking about like this 2025 being gonna be her year. And she says it every year, but this year she really feels it's her year. I thought that's great. Um, and then she was just talking in general how she can't understand how people say, "Oh, this year I really need to reinvent myself. I'm going to reinvent myself this year." Like she couldn't understand why the people say that. And I actually just said, "Like the real problem is what people are doing is they know that something they're doing isn't working, and so they're trying to reinvent a new version of themselves, but really that's not what they need to be doing at all. It's not about reinventing and creating a new version. It's resetting." So you should be reinventing yourself. You should be resetting yourself. Effectively, most people walk around with ingrained beliefs that have been projected onto them. So effectively, you end up becoming a version that exists to accommodate other people. So the more you are influenced by others, the more your character changes, you adapt, and then you just become someone who's completely different to who you are at your core. So when you reset, you get back to who you are at your core, your character, actually who you are. Very much who I am today. Like that's exactly what I've done. I am the purest version of self, to the point where I actually just don't care what people think of me. I genuinely don't. It doesn't matter. If someone says I don't like you or this bothers me, it's like fine. You don't. I'm not here to be liked by everybody. This is who I am. If you don't like me, then there's nothing I can do about that. This is my character. This isn't a case of I am anything other than self. So if that version of self doesn't get along with other people, there's really nothing I can do about it because I'm not adapting myself to fit in, and I'm not interested in any of that. And I think that's where people need to get to. Your character becomes so much stronger because you just become who you are, your essence, and you can't feel bad about that. How can you? Why should you change something to make someone comfortable with it? It's like then that means that's the person's not for you. Let them go, move on. So yeah, you shouldn't be reinventing yourself. You should be resetting yourself, and I think that's a real important point to make. As I said, I wasn't going to create any more videos, and I had no intention of. But I felt because there was this misunderstanding, I think, about realignment and getting back to who you are and actually becoming your purest self. I think people naturally lose themselves, and you can get yourself caught up in the point where you spend year after year after year reinventing, where really you should be resetting, and it's just such a waste of time and life. When that's literally, if everybody was just their authentic selves, it'd be a better world, wouldn't it? Because everybody's original. And that's what it is. So a lot of people try to conform. They try to mirror the most popular person. So everybody becomes sheep, and that person then feels that everything they do is gold, because everybody's mirroring it back to them. And then everybody just becomes mirrors of the other, and it's so sad. When really, if you're just yourself, you'll naturally gravitate and attract who is meant for you in this lifetime, and you of course will repel those that are not. But then that's part of life, isn't it? You can't be liked by everybody. Some people just naturally take a dislike, and you got to make peace with that. So yeah, it's about resetting, becoming your purest self, and only spending really time with people who show you respect. And if they don't, then why do you want their attention anyway? Something to think about.